It's the president, TElectrik, and damn, I need to get another a stand or something for this goddamn phone. It look crooked, but as you can see, I'm still trying to get my voice back, y'all. But I need, something been heavy on my mind. It's been very heavy on my mind, and it's about what if a savage got the drop on you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk to y'all, and I want to talk to y'all like on a one-on-one, in the as an individually one-on-one. Like I try to have people to stay alert at all times, man, of your surroundings. I call it situational, environmental awareness. Wherever you are, try to like just look around, man. See if you see anything that that's out of place. See if you see anything that seem off to you. See if you see any savages watching you, stalking you, just paying attention to your surroundings. Like when you out and about, try not to be having your phone in your face because it distracts you and you stick out like a sore thumb. People looking for that because they trying to catch you off guard so they can get the drop on you. And recently, hold on. Recently, my bad, y'all. Recently, I was watching the Triple X trial, man, the XXXTENTACION murder trial, man, and I didn't miss not. I watched it. It was live on TV just about every day, other than the weekends, right? And I would say my son was a big fan of XXXTENTACION, man. That's like when the day he died, my son, was crying, man, and I'm like, wow, man, and the way that he went out, and I'm like, man, I'm looking at it, and and a lot of other rappers, I'm like, they got the drop on X, they got the drop on Pop Smoke, they got the drop on PNB Rock, they got the drop on Young Dolph, like a lot of them, they got the drop on Nipsey Hussle, and I'm like, I'm like, wow, man, I'm like, we can't let no savages get the drop on us. We got to pay attention. We got to be alert. We have to just be aware of our environment and just be ready at all times, man. But my thing is, what if they still get the drop on you? And I would love to see that in the comments. Like, what would you do if they still somehow, if you get caught slipping and they still manage to get the drop on you? What would you do? What can you do? My philosophy is this, man. Things don't got so bad that even when you comply, like if they do get the drop on you, even when you do comply and give them what they want, they still do harm to you. They still will take you out. So it's a hard one for me because I would say, in my opinion, if somebody get the drop on you and they got their firearm pointed at you, ain't no point in even trying to reach for yours. Why they got you? You can't pull your Funky Town sender and they already got theirs aimed at you. That's basically, you just, it ain't gonna end real on your part. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, and let me kind of compare this to the XXXTENTACION situation and like Pop Smoke now. In that situation where Pop Smoke basically died in a home invasion because he was in his case he mistakenly gave up his location and they went there to rob him. You feel me? So he basically died in a home invasion. Now, if he would have complied 9 out of 10 in that situation, he probably would be alive right now. You know, because they wasn't supposed to have a from the trial and all that shit, they weren't supposed to, to shoot him or whatever. They shot him when he tried to resist. That's what I'm saying. If you get caught and they get the drop on you, do you feel like you should fight or do you feel like you should comply? I would say you can have 5 guns on you, but if they get the drop on you and they got their gun aimed at you, I say don't go for it. Don't go for your gun because that's like suicide. You feel me? However, I'll say this. If they get the drop on you and they rob you and they trying to take you to another location, they trying to take you to another, think about it. They don't get what they want, which is your wallet or your watch or phone or whatever, but they still trying to take you to another location. I say, in a situation like that, you better make your last stand right then and right there, because they taking you to another location so they can torture you and murder you. Anytime when they trying to take you to another location where they got privacy, they mean you no good. So whether they got the drop on you or not, do not let them take you to another location. Do not let them force you to take them back to your home where your family potentially could be there, because then you putting your family at risk. Now I'm gonna say, as far as Savage is getting the drop on you in the XXXTENTACION situation, man, looking at the trial and all that, he made some mistakes. Number one, he too rich, man. He just signed a $10 million contract. He driving around in a $150,000 car, getting attention. And I understand he's 20 years old. Somebody should have been there to try to, to put some wisdom in the young brother and be like, you can't be out there like that without no type of armed security. With the type of money that he had. Think about this. With that type of money, with that BMW i8 that he was driving, man, if he would have had that car bulletproof, if he would have had bulletproof windows and had the armor on the had the car armored up and the windows bulletproof, he would be here right now. Because them little ass guns that the Michael Boatwright and Trayvon Newsom used to rob him. Trayvon Newsom had a .38 revolver. Michael Boatwright had a 22 long rifle, short barrel rifle. I don't care if they would have had AKs or ARs. If he would have had his windows and shit bulletproof, it wasn't gonna penetrate. He could have just let his window up and hit that reverse or ran over their asses, because none of them bullets was gonna go through that bulletproof glass or that body armor if he would have had that dead. When you got that kind of money, you can afford it. One more thing. I guarantee you, if he would have had armed bodyguards, things would have turned out different. When they went into Riva Motorsports to scope it out to see what's at him, and if they would have saw 2 or 3, dudes like bodyguards, they wouldn't have took the chance to rob him. Cause they would have 9 out of 10, they would have been like, oh, he got armed, bodyguards. You know what I'm saying? A savage gonna always, I don't care what the situation is, a savage is always gonna pick what they think is the soft target. They gonna choose the target that they think they're gonna get the least amount of resistance. Remember that. They're gonna always choose. If they put in a home invasion, they gonna pick the house they know that the people don't have firearms in it. If they got two houses that they choosing to rob, they not gonna go in the house. I guarantee you, they not gonna go in the house that they know that the people got guns to protect themselves. They're gonna choose a house that they know there's no guns in. That's just how it is, you know. So, in the case of Pop Smoke, unfortunately, he didn't have a firearm. They caught him in the shower. And they said initially he complied, and I believe that in that case, if he would have not tried to resist, they wasn't gonna shoot him. You know, who knows though? You know, a lot of people say, well, they didn't mean to kill X, but X, you know, being X, he fought back, and they that's when they shot him and killed him, man. But from looking at that video, the surveillance video, one of the robbers ran around the car to the other side, to the passenger side, and grabbed his Louis Vuitton bag, and they still shot him. So, number one, it's a horrible situation regardless. So the only thing I can suggest, Gunfreak Nation, is when y'all out there in the world, or even when you're in your home, don't do your best to not let a savage get the drop on you. And how you can not let that happen, be armed and just pay attention. Pay attention to your environment. Pay attention to your surroundings. Just feel like you just got to be on alert at all times. That's the way you got to be. You got to feel like you just got to watch. You got to keep your head on the swivel. You got to stay frosty. And you just got to just try to expect the unexpected. Because once again, in the triple X situation, they rolled up on him and blocked him in. He didn't even see that shit coming. You know, a lot of people be like, well, man, you know, I'm thinking too, like, why couldn't he just hit reverse right quick when you saw them jump out? Sometimes, man, you don't know how you're going to react when something happened just like that in a split second. It could have shocked him, you know? It was a fucked up situation, and I'm glad all four of them fucking savages, I'm glad all four of them is locked up. 3 of them gonna be locked up for the rest of their lives. You know, Robert Allen, you know, the heavyset one, he, you know, pleaded guilty to 2nd-degree murder. So he gonna do less time. He snitched on the other 3. You feel me? But I just want everybody, you know, it's starting to be spring. And, you know, we got savages all year round. You know what I'm saying? But it's when the weather warm up, and especially in summertime, they really out there. Crime just go up. And last summer was here in the D in Detroit, last summer was a bloody summer. And unfortunately, it's probably going to get worse. You know, I'm seeing on the news, murder, robberies, home invasions. And the weather is still kind of winterish here. So I can only imagine how it's going to get when it get in the 80s and 90s. It's crazy, man. So I just want to let y'all know, man, every time when I go out, I'm doing my best to stay savage ready and just proactive in my environment, man. I went out and even purchased a little, you know, inexpensive AR-15 pistol, you know, because I don't want to be riding around with my more pricier, expensive, you know, Funky Town Center tools, and it get put in evidence because I have to send a funky ass savage to Funky Town because they don't try me. So I went and got me an ATI. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that being in the evidence room. You know, I'm just trying to protect my life and my family's life. And I suggest y'all do the same thing. We righteous people. We we armed, we legally armed, and we exercising our right to bear arms and our right to defend our lives. We not no victims here. Gunfreak Nation, I love every single one of y'all, man. And I just want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody accomplish their dreams, their goals, their dreams. And mainly, number one, just have a peace of mind. Because we got so many savages stacked up against us that want to try us. And I'm talking about these anti-gun politicians too. That's trying to, passing all these new anti-gun policy laws and shit, man. Gun control bills and all that bullshit. And at the end of the day, it only really affect us. The law-abiding citizens. We got the ATF down our throats trying to, impose these stupid, dumbass rules, trying to turn everybody into felons. I don't even acknowledge that shit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. It pisses me off. Like, why are they always coming after us, the law-abiding citizens? You think a criminal, a savage, give two fucks about they new gun laws that they about to pass? They don't give two fucks. They laughing at it. Matter of fact, it's giving them the advantage because they trying to disarm us or get us down to the point to where we limited in what type of firearms we can use to defend ourselves. But they got access to Glocks with the switches on it. They got access to the AK-47s and the AR-15s. Well, guess what? If they got it, then I want it. Because I don't want to be in a situation ever to be in a situation where I'm outnumbered and outgunned. So we not only dealing with the criminal element, but we dealing with these crazy ass, I can't even explain it. It's like they living in a whole nother world on a whole nother planet. And they just feel like fucking with us because we exercise our God-given rights and wanting to defend our lives. You know what I'm saying? We are exercising our right to bear arms, the Second Amendment. But they're against it. In their head, they think that the way to do it is to get rid of, I guess, the dispose of all of the guns, and that'll end all of the crime and all of the violence, which is some bullshit. It's never going to happen. So, I just want y'all to stay ready, savage ready. And I want, God forbid, I want y'all to leave in the comments, what would y'all do if some kind of way you got caught slipping and they get the drop on you? Do you comply or do you try to fight back? I say in a situation, me personally, man, I can have my gun on me, my EDC. And if I let somebody get the drop on me, sneak up on me, and they got their gun pointed at me, you got me. The only thing I can do is comply. But when you do that, when you let them get the drop on you, you're gambling with your life. Because once they got the drop on you, you can still comply. Give them your wallet, your valuables, and they can still pull that trigger on you. Like the lady that got killed last New Year's, going to the liquor store to get some pop and some juice. And that savage just approached her. And she gave up her keys, and he still shot her. So the only thing I can say is try your best to not let nobody get the drop on you, man. Because once they got the drop on you, you can have 10 guns. What you gonna do? Try to pull it while they got a gun to your head? It ain't gonna end so good. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna end good at all. So the best way to avoid that shit, that situation, is don't let nobody, no savage, get the drop on you. Because if they do, and you try to reach for yours, they gonna take you out. The only thing you can do is comply, don't resist, and pray that they don't, take you out. Because these savages is all cold these days, man. They evil and wicked. They'll still shoot you after you comply and give them what they want. So the best way to deal with a situation like that is don't let yourself be in a situation like that. Please don't. And definitely don't let them take you to another location. Okay? But Gunfreak Nation, I love y'all. I just recently, in the last week, purchased five new Funky Town senders. Yeah, 5. So, some unboxing videos is coming up. Definitely, I got to get to the range. Sorry I've been lacking on the content, but it's gonna be when I'm jumping all in. It's gonna be new content, and I love y'all, man. Y'all mean the world to me, and I don't never want to see y'all in a situation where somebody, a savage, get the drop on you. Stay on alert. Practice situational awareness. I know we all glued to our cell phones. Even me. Sometimes, you at the gas station, you at the grocery store, or you in a parking lot somewhere, you on the phone. Because guess what? Savage see you, oh, he distracted, he on his phone. Let's get him. Let's get her. We got to cut them habits out, But anyway, Gunfreak Nation, I salute you. I love y'all, man, and hit that like, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to that 25,000 mark. Then we're going to get to that 30,000 mark. You know what I'm saying? And another one, I want to give a shout out to this new channel called APC, Action Pack Cuties, with Keisha Cocaine and Lexi Blue. Man, they the coolest new female gun tubers. I'm proud of them sisters. You hear me? I'm gonna share one of their videos. They gave me a shout out in they live, and I'm just returning the favor. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, check them out, man. It's a duo of 2 females that's into the Second Amendment, man. They got, they getting their guns up and everything, and they ain't fucking playing with these savages out there. You know what I'm saying? Action packed cuties. I got to get them on the podcast soon one day. But anyway, God bless. And let's stay righteous. Let's stay armed. Let's stay responsible with our firearms. And be ready at any time to send a funky, stinking foot ass savage to fucking Funky Town. Because we ain't playing, Gunfreak Nation. I love y'all. Salute.